going to go they're gonna go under. And whenever they do, Google's Gemini and xAI, Grok, they're gonna take over. And OpenAI has built a huge infrastructure for the whole AI scene. And whenever they go under, Gemini is just gonna acquire everything. Like, Gemini, at one facility, they burn 350,000 gallons of water every single day. That's why I went to the data center yesterday, because I wanted to see it for myself. And I'm telling you, I rolled up there, and it was, even just driving on the property is just this weird vibe. It's super weird. And honestly, I went there with 3 eggs, and I was gonna throw them and record it just to be funny, kind of. But I really was like, for one, what's an egg on the side of this freaking $1 billion? Which is funny, because the Devon Tower is $1 billion, and here's this 88,000 square foot little facility, and it's worth $1 billion. If that don't tell you something, well, yeah. But no, I had went and I had thought about throwing the eggs, and the more I looked, I was like, it was so weird. I thought maybe a drone was about to fly. Like, it really looks like the building is just really weird. But no, I think I was trying to be funny, and I was like, I really feel like if I throw this egg, I'm about to have a drone come follow me. And that leads me to another point. I want to say, all this crap, it can be really stressful and depressing. Like, a lot of negative emotions come with being awake to this sort of stuff. And that's why a lot of people don't even want to pay attention. Most people put their head in the sand and don't even want to pay attention, because it comes with negative energy. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I mean, I can't even describe to you the amount of depression, anxiety, stress, because I've been on this rabbit hole since I was 16. I didn't think I was going to live to be 30. I turned 30 next month in a couple weeks. Thank God for that, And it's kind of funny. I'm now waking, or I'm not just now waking up, but now I'm actually like not preaching, but now I'm being vocal, at 30 years old. There's something symbolic about that. Like, I feel like God has prepared me for this. I really do. And I think that's a dangerous thing to say. God told me, or God prepared me, or when you start doing that, there's any opposition to that means they're the devil. And so I think it's really important that we really distinguish what is from God and what's not. But I do know God. I have a relationship with God. I talk to him. I pray to him. Right now I'm working on sacrificing to him. I want to go on I know we're not supposed to say it out loud, but I want to go on a fast here soon, and I really want to be an instrument for God. That's really what I want to do. Devin and my ways led me to not good places, okay? But anytime I just kind of give it to God and say, God, and he loves a broken vessel. He really does. Look at anybody in the Bible, they were all broken people. And I think too many people are so stuck on showing that they're not broken. And it's not to say that you should break yourself or show that you're broken when you're not, but don't be ashamed to be broken. I think it's scars. It shows that you made it. We should be proud. We should. So, there was one more point I wanted to make. I told you I wanted to join the military. My patriotism is authentic, okay? And then I had put just to go over a couple tips that I thought would be important with you guys, like diversifying your money. Keep essentials, food, water, not just water, but a water purifying straw even. Like, we need to have water purifying devices. Cash, gold, a little bit of silver if you can. I say keep a book if the power goes out. Keep a book. A Bible? Sure. But a book. I think you should keep a deck of cards. Learn to play Chinese solitaire with yourself if you don't know that one. There's games that you can just to keep yourself. I think it's important. We need to think about if the power was to go down, what would I need? Because if it does go down and you're not prepared at all, you're going to go right into their system. No questions asked, because you don't have another option. Okay. I think it's important too. I had said, I'm trying to red pill people. And I am. And if you guys know about that sort of lingo, we understand that there's a blue pill, a red pill, and there's even a black pill. And the black pill is sort of, you've been red pilled and you realize things are fucked. And then you take the black pill, and it's not an overnight thing, but it's something, it leads you into like a nihilistic sort of worldview where you're like, fuck everybody. Everything's going to shit anyways. Who cares? And for a long time, I was black pilled at real bad. I was really black pilled. And so I just want to say that and warn you guys against that. Things are grim. They are dark. But don't let that affect you and your mentality. Do not take the black pill. I think we should, to combat this, we need to actually love. We need to actually combat this with love. Like whenever they say put the rose or put a flower in the barrel of a gun, that's what we need to be doing.